What is going on, YouTube? On tonight's episode of What Are We Doing? We're trucking LTL to Valdez. So, it's been a little bit since I filmed. We're getting ready to head out. We're all pre-trip, looking good. We got the Connex and the equipment's going to a job site down there, and then I've got some stuff in the can. Should be a real pretty simple LTL, but hey, here we are. Let's get after it. Sorry about that last clip, y'all. It was kind of fuzzy. I didn't realize there was something on the camera lens, but anyway, we're headed through town here. I got to swing in Eagle River. The wife's gonna meet me at Fred's and take me up to the house because we were already in town when Bert called and said, "Hey, you want to run to Valdez tonight?" And I said, "Sure." So I'm gonna swing by the house and get my stuff. But it snowed here finally. You know, of course, March, it finally snows, and so I can't get up to my normal parking spot there at the bottom of the hill. So I'll just park at Fred's. Won't be no big deal. But anyway, yeah, I got a little LTL load. Not a bad one. Like 8-9 stops, I think, maybe 10 total. But we're gonna film it, and yeah, you guys will get to check it all out. So I will see you guys in Eagle River. Well. Made it down here to our parking spot. I think everything rode pretty good. We'll double check all that. Grab the old lunch bag, to-go bag, whatever you want to call it. And yeah, we're gonna get rolling. It's a lot later than I normally ever like to leave, but what do you do? I mean, you get there at 1 a.m. or you get there at 3 a.m. What's the big difference? You know? Is there really a big difference? I don't think so. I do not think so. Alright. Get her fired back up. She lost a little air. I don't know. I got a couple of air leaks that I don't know exactly where they are. I can just hear them. And I've crawled under it and touched stuff and poked and prodded. But we'll find it. It's somewhere. There's probably a few. No load, did a good job chaining everything down. Got our lights working. Yeah, I got a few deliveries that are in here. Other than that, not much else. You know, both of these are going to the same place. Connex is going to the same place. I'm gonna unload those. We got a lift down there. That's going to the city. That'll be real easy. They'll pull that right off. Shouldn't be too hard at all, but you know, we'll see how it goes. She's looking large though, I tell you what, looking large. Alright, well, this thing's tucked in here at Fred's. Hopefully it'll be here when we get back. If not, got full coverage, so I don't care. Alright, y'all, we'll see you in a bit. Well, we're getting a little petrol. Or I don't know. Is diesel considered petrol? Y'all tell me. I don't know. Everything's looking pretty good. Rolling pretty good. It's a lot warmer out here in Palmer. It was like 28 degrees in Eagle River. But I think it's like 39 degrees out here. So much warmer down there. I guess I could turn my work lights on. Diesel is $3.22 at this station. Not terrible, but the only downside is you got to run your card like 3 times because it kicks off at 175. So I'm gonna do that, and then yeah, I will holler at you guys in a bit. Check that out, y'all. 360-degree views just about the Northern Lights. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. Yeah, it's pretty legit, y'all. I think if I zoom out, yeah, it like blacks everything out, but if I go back to standard, and it's not exactly how you can see it in the camera, but it's pretty good. Like, yeah, it's pretty crazy. Maybe we'll try a time lapse and see. I don't know how well you're going to be able to see them with the big lights on. Maybe a little bit. But yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. To report, y'all. Been good roads, about like this, you know, somewhat dry. It's about 25 degrees now. Coldest I saw was like 9 degrees, I think. So not too bad there. Not a lot of traffic out, just buzzing along. I'm about 25 minutes out of Glen Allen, and then we'll turn south towards Valdez. So yeah, it is, oh, I don't know if that's going to zoom. Come on. Well, it's 12:59 a.m. How about that? Didn't want to focus, but about 1 o'clock in the morning. That means I should get into Valdez by like 3:30. But I'll keep you posted, and we'll see. like a foot over the last day or so, but thankfully, looks like we're coming through not too long after a blade and a blower. It's drifting in a few spots, but really good road, honestly. There's DOT station up there, and yeah, we'll have delineators, which are the little markers off on the side of the road. They're called delineators because it blows real hard up here a lot and snows hard, and it's hard to see. So you can like peek through the snow and you're like, oh, there's a little reflection up there. I'm still in the middle of the road. I mean, that's the idea anyway. But anyway, yeah, so we're almost at the top of the pass, and then we're gonna make our 5-mile descent to the bottom. Yippee dippy. Alright guys, so I'm gonna shout over top of the Jakes. This is me right now, coming down the pass. Full Jakes, all right, full Jakes. Snowy, icy road, whatever you want to call it. And this is how I'm going to show to you that it's not the end of the world if you jake out a little bit, or if you start to like skid your rear tires for a second. You just got to, be cautious. So I'm coming down. I have to brake occasionally to keep my RPMs where I want them. So I'm just going to brake a little firmer than normal. You hear that? My tire's locked up for just a second because I pushed the brakes a little harder than I should have, because it's pretty slick right now. So that's just proving that nothing happened. I didn't automatically jackknife and flip around. You can use your Jakes in the winter. You just need to be mindful of, road conditions, grade. If you're in a curve, I definitely gotta watch out for that. I always try to do all my braking before a curve, because the last place you really want to be braking is in the middle of that curve. But anyway, just thought I'd demonstrate. It can be done, plenty safe. Just make sure, you run your Jakes with caution, and you just keep that in mind as you're driving, that, you've got them on, and not to get too crazy with the foot brake. Well, they got a little more snow on the road down here. I don't know how well y'all can see, but there's a little bit of snow. Nothing too crazy, but a lot more than we've seen in a while, just because this winter's been so weird for snow accumulation. But we're down here just a few miles out of town. Yep, just got a little bit on the road. Well, we showed up right when they're pushing some snow, so we're just gonna stay out of the way until they get this cleaned up a little bit, and then we'll go pull into our usual spot. Tucked in over here out of the way, thanks to those guys. It's a little foggy out, so it looks like my camera lens is blurry, but it's just kind of foggy. But we're gonna get some sleep. I'll see you guys in the morning. Good morning. Made our first stop here. This is what the inside of the trailer looks like once we get rid of those totes. Let's see, I hate Connex doors. Not a whole lot. I'm not sure. So I heard from the office that some of the stuff I had in here is the wrong stuff for Brad, so we're just going to take that back to Anchorage with us. And then a little bit of it is obviously going to Glen Allen, so we're going to have to filter through that. But there's that. Yeah, so it's not too bad. I'm gonna run in here and grab something for Zastro, and we'll keep moving on. All right, well that's over. So now we're gonna head over to Safeway, and then go see Randy and Gil. Pretty nice day to be down here. 35 degrees, as you can see. Sun's starting to come out. Beautiful, beautiful. So we're gonna have a little bit of work to do when we get over to that job site where I gotta drop this equipment and stuff, but I don't think it's gonna be all that bad. Yeah, well, let's roll over there. Oh, I forgot, I'm going to Safeway first. I was thinking, you get ahead of yourself, but I want to make sure I get all my stuff in town done before I leave town, because they were doing some craning. I don't know what they were doing on the side of the road, and they had flaggers out. And I mean, I didn't sit there very long, 10 or 15 minutes, but you know, if you end up having to go through that 2 or 3 times in a day, that really eats into your schedule, you know. Beautiful Valdez. Yeah, so Bert called me last night. He's like, "Hey, you want to run this one? Because it's kind of a screwy one." And I was like, "Sure, you know, I'm always down to work." And yeah, I think it turned out not be too bad. I was afraid it was one of those, like, you know, I don't go to Valdez that often, you know, especially when, you know, not right now because we're slow or whatever. I figured it was gonna be one of those where I was gonna be like, yeah, sure, I'll go, and then something was just gonna end up being, you know, bad weather or something. But you know, we'll see. So far it hasn't been too bad. But we just got here to Safeway. I'm gonna give them their stuff, and then head over DOT. I think. Because let's see, we got. Let me turn that off. It's probably annoying in your ear. Let's see, we got these 3 done. Yeah, we'll go over DOT, then we'll go see Harris. And then we'll go drop this stuff for, drop this equipment at that site. And that'll be fun. So, alright. Okay. I'm sure y'all are quite aware, but these big grader tires, they're quite heavy. So I'm gonna give you a first-hand look. I don't know if you can even see any of this, but I'm gonna give you a first-hand look at what I do for our customers. Well, kind of for the company too, because It wasn't, in order to make everything fit in this Connex, it's just one of those things. You just gotta manhandle some 400-pound tires, or whatever they are. That's what they call light work. Really not that bad, but you know, just bad enough. Okay, paperwork complete. Gotta go close my doors. And I gotta call Bert. There's some there's a pallet in here. It's all taped up. That one, I have no idea who that's for. But we'll find out. All right, let's close these doors. Okay. And we get to play with these doors again. And they're great, except the tabs don't want to stay up. You know, they're missing the little keepers. It's really starting to warm up and turn into a nice day. But let's see, Harris is just getting 2 tires and 3 boxes. So honestly, I'm gonna just leave that door shut. And yeah, let's see. So we got this tire. And you know what? Even better. So I'm gonna give him this to use. Throw this chain out because I just kept it out in case I needed to drag any pallets with a forklift. But I don't think that's gonna be necessary. Put that there. Ugh. This guy there. One more of these are going up to Glen Allen. We're gonna have to pull these out and put them on the deck once we unload the rest of this at the job site. Because the can's coming off. And yeah. Down there. And that's got to go back to Anchorage because that's the stuff that's Brad said's the wrong stuff. So that works, I guess. Not really a big deal. And one more box. Boom. I'll grab my glove. Go grab paperwork. And go tell them that oh, that's a long drop. Tell them I'm ready for them to grab their stuff. Yeah, so we're gonna unload this guy, then the Connex. Well, the Connex first, obviously. And then we'll throw those tires for Glen Allen back up on the deck. Shouldn't be nothing to it. Let's see, what time is it now? Oh, come on. I hate this watch sometimes. 10:30. Yeah, hopefully we can be rolling out of here by noon. I don't see why we shouldn't be. Unless I'm just screwing around and wasting time. But let's go see the boys. Get this stuff unloaded. Picked up some shades at the hardware store because, well, my designated truck glasses somehow ended up not being designated truck glasses anymore, and I don't know where they are. But these ones, well, you know, for the money, oh, that's where I was supposed to be, right there. For the money, they're not too bad. But yeah, let me get turned around here. or should I just say backed up and pulled in here. Okay, so we got a lift warming up. I'm trying to think about how I want to do this. So what I'm thinking I'm going to do is I'm going to take the chains and straps off the Connex, open the doors, grab the lift, pull the one pallet out of there that I need to take, and I'll set it off to the side. Grab the Connex and go put it wherever I need it to go. And then after that, then I will then unload the roller, the excavator, put the pallet back on the trailer, and call it good. Yeah, that seems like that's a good plan, I think, in theory. We'll see how it works out. Hopefully I don't have to climb on top of this Connex and unload it by putting chains up top. I'm hoping I can get forks underneath of it. Should be able to, and pick it that way, but we'll see. Let's get these chains off and go from there. Truck looks kind of cool though, huh? Yeah. Okay. All right, let's get to work. Here we go. Let's see how this goes. Hopefully this thing's got, oh yeah, full tank of fuel. All right, I'm gonna bring this up. Try to knock the snow off of it. I don't know why it's fogging up so bad. Let's just get out and try to knock that snow off. All right, let's try this again. Oh, all right. Also, I narrowed them up. Oh, that's blurry. What in the world? There we go. I narrowed them up a little bit. All right. But when we get ready to pick this Connex, we'll have to widen them up. Ooh, you know, I was afraid of this right here. Look how wide that gate is. I'm gonna have to pull their, I think I'm gonna have to pull their stuff out first. Ooh. You know what? I'm gonna go get my chain back out that I just put away, and we're gonna drag that pallet out. I'm not even gonna try to fit this in there. No, let's just grab a chain. Oh, there's one right there. I'll just drag that stuff out. Alright, let's see how this works. I think it's working. Plenty. Let's go pull that off, and then we can let's see. Yeah, I figured this was going to happen, that I was going to have to drag something, but I could have fit it in there. I was looking at it again. I could have fit the mast and everything in there, but just why risk it? You know, you don't want to damage stuff up top. Don't want to damage the can. So, somebody else's equipment and products, I'm gonna err on the side of caution. That's picked. Let's go set it somewhere safe, and then we'll worry about the rest. I've got this thing picked in perhaps the worst way, but what I think I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna set it over here in between where I pulled this lift out. I'm just gonna set it over there, and then I can shove it in with the lift. Also, somehow, why am I not? No wonder this thing hasn't been turning very well. The crab steer wasn't engaged. Yeah, so this was probably a little bit less than ideal. It's kind of on there a little crooked, and let's not hit that machine. Yeah, it's really not an ideal setup whatsoever, but will it work? And is it working? Kind of. Now the question is, oh yeah, okay. I kind of forgot that I have tilt too. Like, you know, these telehandlers, you can tilt them hydraulically. And I kind of forgot that I had that. Alright, let's try to put our forks down low and try to shove this thing into the hole. Let's see. Back up just a smidge. Go down just a smidge. Oh wow, yeah, this works great. Oh yeah, not even a scratch on her. Perfect. Okay, now let's move on. This one is going to be a little tricky, but it shouldn't really be. Let's see. I think that looks pretty straight. What do my crane operators think? Alright, now let's turn these down just a little bit. Something like that. Works for me. You guys said it worked for you, so alright. Now, I don't think there's any overhead power lines that I've seen except for over there. But we're going to keep an eye out. Yeah, I don't know where the key is for this thing or what, so. Whoops. Strap slid just a little bit. Slid a little more. Now they're at the bottom. I guess I could have turned my forks down some more, but I'm gonna go set this up there with the other piece of F&W equipment. And then all we gotta worry about is that guy. Oh, and I gotta put my pallet back. But easy enough. Easy enough. It doesn't look like much, but there's quite a bit of snow down here. Like fresh, it just fell, you know, over a foot. I'm gonna put this you know what, let's just go put it all the way at the back. I was gonna say I was gonna put it in front of that excavator because I know that thing can pick it up if needed, but we'll just set it all the way up here in the corner. Oh, check out the... I think they're doing some training or something. Oh, are you serious? That one's hung up. Oh, a piece of garbage. Alright, let's go grab that excavator. Wanted to prove to y'all I didn't have to get out of the machine to get this, get these straps unhooked. You know, I guess I'm a certified, you know, telehandler operator now. I don't know. I must be a certified operator. That was a joke. Heavy on the sarcasm, y'all. Don't worry. Don't worry. Alright, let's go and load this excavator. Never gets old. Never gets old. Alright, let's see here. Pull this thing through here. How's it going?
How are you doing?
Pretty good. You know, I meant to bring the kind of works. I meant to bring the GoPro today, and got in a hurry and left the house without it. But oh yeah, I'm in my in my element here. Let's see, this is a little 35, so there isn't much to it, but I'm gonna attempt a video for you guys. And let's see. Wow. Thing felt like it's in rabbit mode. Oh, that's because it is in rabbit mode. I'm like, that thing was scooting, man. This one's nice. The only other 35 I've ever driven, or operated, should I say, driven, was a an open cab version. All right, I'm gonna try to hold y'all here. Let's see if this will work. I don't know what you're able to see, but not much. Especially once we break over this edge. Let me see. It's kind of walking off on me a little bit. Just like that. Oh yeah. That's what it's all about. Now we'll idle her up. This thing does not want to do multiple movements at once. It's also a little cold. Too easy, too easy. And just to prove y'all I'm a real operator now. Alright, we're gonna put the phone here. You know, now we're gonna bring the bucket out, down the ground. Obviously I don't need to do this right now, but oh yeah. Man, I tell y'all what though. Where's the silencer on that? There it is. It's like the best thing ever running excavators. Like, you know, I honestly think they're probably better than driving trucks. Like, but if I could run an excavator half the time and drive a truck the other half, it would be the ideal life. Like, it would be so perfect. But alas, we'll see. Maybe one day. Yeah. All right. Well, let's go put this thing away. Right, well, we got that put up there. Now we're gonna go park this bird. And we should be good to go. Boom. That's that. All right. So clean all those chains up, strap them tires down. I just had everything put away, and then I forgot. Gotta grab that guy. So I'm gonna throw this guy on here because it's going back to Anchorage. And then we can roll out. Okay, well that took about as long as I thought it would. It is 6 minutes after noon. And we're ready to run over to the baler, dump this trash can off. And then we can ball out of here. If you guys get a chance, search on YouTube and look up like Air Show Valdez, Alaska, and it's held right here on this airstrip right by these mountains. And it's super cool because you can really tell, you know, how much how much air, like, or altitude they're getting really quickly because they're right up against the mountain. I wonder what that airplane's doing. But check out those birds. Man, I want to fly helo one day so bad. It's so cool. But we got permission to come out here and spin around, so that's what we're gonna do. And yeah, let's head over to the baler and dump off that dumpster, and then we can boogie. And there she goes. One fresh dumpster for the city of Valdez. Let's see. It really warmed up. It is, I don't know if you can see that, but it is 41 degrees. For a second, but I shouldn't have been. A little tighter than what's ideal, but ain't nothing but a thing. Well, boom. I didn't know what I was gonna say. Boom shakalaka, maybe, or like bomb diggity, or there you have it. Let's head north. We only have 2 of those piles of snow. They're only about half the size they were last year, but yeah, we just got to swing in to DOT station up there and clinics. That'll be it. I'll drop. I got something I got to drop in Zastro's mailbox, but that ain't no biggie. So yeah, let's head onward north. A little update on Keystone Canyon. I don't think I've brought y'all through here in a while, but got all the ice over the waterfalls. Of course, the water level in the river is really low, but yep, still here. And that's how she looks in the winter. Slushy there, probably from like 55 mile to the top of the pass, but not bad. Made my windshield a little dirty, but we'll clean that. Yeah, we got about I don't know, 20-30 minutes into Glen Allen. Make our stops and then get out of there. Take in these beautiful views. 35 degrees. Can't complain. Cannot complain. And that's that. Put that in there. Boom. That delivery is done. Call me the mailman. Okay, onward to DOT. All right, first of the last 3. Got the strap off these tires. I'm gonna attempt. Let's see, pop y'all up somewhere. Maybe, can you see me? I don't know.
this thing got all covered in road grime. It's pretty gross. Like road spray that got up in the air and then froze. I don't know. It's weird. It was like 40 degrees. I don't even know why. Like, look at that. Like, what's somebody even supposed to do with that? So what I like to do when that happens is I go through the rub rail and then I just pull the strap through until I get to the gross part, and then I typically just try to, you know, just try to get off that excess, because once that starts melting and everything, that is not going to be fun in your toolbox. It's going to be wet, dirty, gross. So I mean, you're not gonna get it perfect, but you know, try to get as much as you can. Anyway, but yeah, we're gonna roll this thing up and go find somebody with a forklift, or we'll just shove all these tires off one way or the other. Either way, we're gonna get delivered. I tell you what, this strap has honestly seen better days. Mighty Products reached out, told me to send them some SKUs, SKU numbers, however you pronounce that, of some like free products that I would be interested in trying out, and they'll send them to me as long as I, you know, obviously make an advertisement for them. So maybe try to get the company some free straps. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. But for now, we're gonna have to worry about that another day, because today we need to get them tires delivered. And just like that, my friend got us unloaded. Yippee! On to stop 2 of 3. Almost done. Almost done. 39 degrees in Glen Allen. Heat wave. How's it going?
Doing good, you?
Good. And last but not least, I'd love to film this one, but I've got 5 boxes to carry in, so I'm gonna need both my hands if y'all don't mind. But I'll catch you up to speed when we're done.
And y'all, what an absolute stunner of a day. Beautiful, 34 degrees, sunshine. It's days like this that make dealing with all the other less desirable parts of living in Alaska worth it. We're about, I don't know, 45 miles south of Glen Allen now. Just humming along towards Anchorage. in Sutton, but the fuel pump was broke. It's gone. Like, they took the whole thing out. Apparently, some driver tried to, he was driving away, and the bumper of his trailer hooked the hose, and I guess it like didn't disconnect. It like tore part of the pump down, or I don't know. So that's all right. We'll get some fuel down at the station just down by Post Road. Man, there's been cops everywhere today. That's like the fourth one I've seen pulling somebody over. Crazy. Anyway, yeah, it is 41 degrees. Maybe now spring is sprung and it's not a full spring anymore. I don't know. I guess we'll see. But I'm also interested to see if the scale's broken or not. Go visit our friends with the scales. You know we love the DOT around here. Anyway, well, we'll be in Anchorage about 15 minutes, so we'll update you then, see how everything's going. And we made it. Oh, me. Let's see. It is a mucky mess, man. I tell you what, when it gets down to freezing, snows 6 inches, and then gets to 41 degrees, it's a mucky mess. But, I don't know what y'all are looking at right there, but nevertheless, we just get her done, you know. We ain't too worried about it. Okay, that's that. Now we gotta put our landing gear down so we don't drop this thing on its face. Oh, and let's see. Oh, prop you guys up right there. Get up. You know. Anyway. And also, I don't like this landing gear, but what do you do? I never remember which way is the quick way. You know, half of them are push it in and it's faster. The other half of you pull it out is faster. I never get it right first try. But anyway, that's that. It's only 6 o'clock, which is actually really good because the wife was like, "What time do you think you'll be home?" And she's in Glen Allen. And I told her, "Oh, you know, probably about 6. And I was hoping to be here a little sooner than that. But I was erring on the side of caution. Well, that paid off. Because here we are at 6 o'clock. And let me make sure that's recording. Yeah, we're good. Here we are at 6 o'clock. Here I am. Those glasses are, they're $10 though, so whatever. I'm terrible, man. I can't keep expensive glasses because I end up scratching them up real bad, or I just leave them places, you know, like I'll put them in one pickup and then I take a different pickup. It doesn't help that I have 14 personal vehicles, and then I'll leave it in the semi when I need them at home, and it's not fun. I need to go get some fuel real quick, so we're gonna do that. And man, this truck needs a bath, but wow, this weather is really making it hard to want to commit the time into it, because every time you turn around, it's just muddy and gross. So, what do you do? Anyway, let's go over and get some fuel, and then I will probably talk to you guys there, either there at the office. Not too much to report. Fish has slowed down a little bit. I think end of this month, first of next month, supposed to pick back up. But we'll see. I'm still going to Matt's. Everything, unless something crazy happens, I'll be there on Friday. I think that's the 28th. So, if you guys are in the Louisville area, you should buy you a ticket to the Mid-America Truck Show. It's going to be at the Louisville or Kentucky Expo Center in Louisville, or Louisville Expo Center, I forget. But it's gonna be sweet. It's gonna be fun. I really wish I could devote more time to it, but it's gonna be right in the middle of something else, which I'll tell you guys about here real soon. And I just not gonna have time to spend the whole 3 days there. I would love to, but there's gonna be a lot of cool people there. Probably a little bit of networking or whatever the cool cats say. So if you are if you're a brand or something and you want to sponsor me, I'll be there. Feel free to interview me, but you probably don't, and that's okay. I'm not really looking for big sponsors. I don't really want sponsors because like I said, Mighty Products, they said they'll send me some stuff if I basically shout them out. That's all right. Yeah, I can do that. But once you get into contracts and let's say you're sponsored by Rigid Lights. Well, now they have expectations. So now it's if I don't feel like posting a video, or my video doesn't do very good or whatever, I don't feel like I did a disservice to somebody else. Because let's say a sponsored video, and I tell somebody, hey, I'll get 5,000 views in this video, and they're like, all right, we'll sponsor it, and then I only get 1,000 views in that video. Well, if it's just me, it's okay, I guess everybody want to watch that. But if it's somebody else, and I've got a sponsor involved, I'm just rambling. Yeah, I'll be at Matt's. So that, Lord willing, will be happening here. Well, next Friday. Yeah, next week. So anyway, I'm pulling up to the fuel station. So let me pump a little diesel. And let's see, what's the price of it over here? $3.69. Oof, yeah, I'm not putting much in. I hate this. It's the main, so Carlisle's right across the street, and it's the main little fuel station down here in this industrial center. And look at that, $3.69. Bro, it's I think I paid $3.09 out the valley. I mean, there you got Anchorage tax, but anyway, all right, I'm gonna get some fuel.